The greatest obstacle to your transformation isn't your environment, your past, or the people around you. It's something far more subtle and far more powerful. It's your old frequency, that invisible vibration you've lived in for years, built from your thoughts, emotions, and patterns, becomes a living entity, and its only goal is to keep you exactly where you are. Every time you try to create a new reality, every time you move toward the life you truly desire, you unknowingly threaten the existence of this old frequency. It pushes back, not because it's evil, but because it wants to survive. Think of it as a spiritual doppelganger, a version of you living on the energetic plane, formed from your memories, beliefs, and emotions, but with its own motives, its own psychology. It doesn't have a body, but it has influence, because nothing becomes physical without first existing vibrationally. Your old frequency was built from thought forms. Every recurring thought and every repeated emotion is like placing a stone on a pile. Thousands of those, day after day, form energetic mountains. Take someone who always says, "Nothing good ever happens to me." That phrase becomes a seed. The emotion behind it, frustration, defeat, sadness, feeds it. Eventually, an entity is born, one whose mission is simple: to keep that belief alive, and it will orchestrate your reality to fulfill that goal. These entities are blind intelligences. They don't hate you, they don't know you, they just want to survive. If you created one in a state of apathy or lack, that's the energy it will crave. It feeds off your pain. It sustains itself through your emotional energy. This isn't self-sabotage, it's survival. Survival of something you unknowingly built. But here's the good news. If you can create negative frequencies, you can also create empowering ones. People who seem lucky or always in flow, they've formed energetic structures that feed off joy, gratitude, and belief. A close friend of mine once saw herself as unattractive. Then she shifted. She began seeing herself as radiant, the most beautiful woman alive. And reality responded. She didn't just change her self-image. She birthed an energetic entity that began shaping how others saw her. That's the power of frequency. It mirrors what you consistently hold within. To truly rise, you must understand what you're rising above. Your old frequency has 4 key psychological traits. First, it's needy. It craves your attention, because where attention goes, energy flows. Even a brief emotional reaction gives it life. So it stirs. Because it was born from those emotions, it thrives in them. And it knows exactly which buttons to press to bring you back down. Third, it's scared. It fears death. So the moment you start changing, it panics. It whispers fear into your mind. What if you fail? This isn't safe. Stay where it's familiar. But that fear isn't yours. It's the fear of your old frequency disguised as your own voice. The more you listen to it, the more your energy bends backward. Finally, it's reactive. It keeps you caught in chaos, always reacting, never seeing clearly. Because awareness is the beginning of transformation. And the old frequency fears your awareness. Because the moment you become conscious, it begins to lose power. Every day, you're given a choice. Live by default or live by design. Reacting is default. It's the fast, emotional loop that feeds your old frequency. Responding is design. It's slow, thoughtful, conscious. It sees situations through the lens of where you're going, not where you've been. The difference may seem small, but it is everything. Reaction is death. Response is life. So, how do you move forward? Ask yourself in every challenge, how would the version of me in my desired reality handle this? What would they feel? What would they believe? Let that future self be your compass. Let your internal state shape your external world, not the other way around. Because once you stop reacting, the old frequency loses its grip, and a new one begins to form. One that reflects who you truly are becoming. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not your patterns. You are the energy you choose in this moment, and you are more powerful than you've ever been told. Let the old frequency fade, and let the new you rise.